ADKA presents 12 Things You'll Only Understand If You're an 1890s Kid. If you weren't a child in the gay 90s, the following references and allusions will sail over your head, much like the winged arrow machines of today. Presenting today's list, all the way from Texas, Mr. John Buzz. Number 1. Seeing the first motor car. Kids today take them for granted, and will never have lived in an era where they didn't exist. Number 2. Did you strike for fair wages as a newsboy? Not if you weren't a 90s kid. Extra, extra, kids today are Nancy's. Number 3. You city youngins enjoying that electricity in your home? Us 1890s kids didn't need such creature comforts. We did just fine reading by candlelight. Number 4. Did your father die during the gold rush? Probably not unless you're an 1890s kid. Kids today have their fathers go halfway across the world to die. Ours did it just fine going only north of the border. Number 5. Playing with Lincoln logs? Yeah, because you're a spoiled 1910s brat. Us 1890s kids had a stick and a hoop, and that was good enough for us. Number 6. Remember when the United States only consisted of 44 states? Only if you're an 1890s kid. Now there's 48 of them. Here's hoping we don't add any more. Number 7. 1910s kids will never know what it's like to have William McKinley as president. This hardened fella we have now will probably be around for a while once you 1910 kids start voting. Speaking of voting, women folk voting? Not in the 1890s. Well, at least not everywhere. Only 1890s kids will remember the good old days when only us men folk could elect leaders. Number 9. Still got some phonograph cylinders? Not likely if you weren't a child in the 1890s. Enjoy your fancy disc records. Number 10.
Ethel, what the dickens are you listening to?
Why, it's an amusing program about the differences between growing up in the 1890s and growing up today.
Turn that hogwash off. Nostalgia. Nothing more than the wee brains of society believing that their ways were superior. Absurd. Now get dinner on the table. You can waste time with that radio contraption after I've been fed.